preacher mean to you?
I think it's about commitment to the process, commitment to the people, commitment to your team, commitment to God, your spiritual life. You cannot, and I learned this from experience big time, you cannot be a preacher and not pray. You cannot be a preacher and not be spiritual. You know, I remember one person said, your ministry can be so successful, your work, but if you're not spiritual, you just become a hypocrite. Your words are useless, it's unvalued. And I think he spoke very big volumes, because how can I tell somebody you have to be spiritual and I don't do that? How can I tell, how can I legit say I have God in myself and I don't even pray? And I think another thing you, as a preacher, what it means to be a preacher is, you have to be wise. Have to be extremely wise in the Bible context. We're not psychologists, so we're not forced to know everything to best advise you. But we're forced to best advise you in the Bible. Preachers are it's like a doctorate degree. If you don't have a doctorate degree in something, and you want to be the expert of it, you're only going to be a limited expert. And in the preacher, you have to have that imagination doctorate degree. You have to, I'm going to be straight honest with you. You got to be smarter than every single person inside the room. And at the same time, you have to be able to answer the tough questions that people ask.
Why did you return after retiring on March 10th, 2018?
Because I felt bad of leaving the ministry the way I did. I think when I left, the ministry was on a good track, but it was 50% okay. It was 50% okay. It was just barely being fixed up from the inside out. And I think one of the reasons why I was so depressed was that I knew the ministry was jacked up from the inside, that it really needed to be some fixes. And here I am, just gave up. I quit. I failed. And I didn't take it well. I didn't take it well inside me to give up. And another thing is, which was not surprising to me, no one replaced me. And it was hard for me to see the ministry without no leader.
There are rumors saying that Felt Force is returning. Is that true?
That I felt forced to return.
Oh, yes, my bad.
It's okay, don't worry about it. It's true. It's a true rumor. I think the ministry was on, if I left the ministry, it was in the good terms in my spirit and in my body. This would have been way more of an experience. I would have been way more happier. And I wouldn't come back. And I just wanted to leave telling people. I wanted to retire and tell people I did everything in my hands to make this work. I wanted to leave telling people I had a replacement. One of the things that really, really did force me to come back is that there was no leader. And the reason why it forced me is I did not want to accept that I would be the last preacher. I did not want to accept that when I retire, this ministry would collapse. That all the work that was invested into it would be gone. It would be vanished. It's like 8 years for nothing. And that made me disappointed. That made me sick to my core, sick to my stomach, to realize that, and it still does today, as I hit my when I'm beginning my 8th year, to know I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know the impact I will have, the influence I will have, if the words stick with them.